Hello and welcome back to Slay the Princess. Today, we're just searching for new bodies. I think we're gonna go back and find the nightmare again, and then just choose a slightly different option. I don't know which one yet, though.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
True. All right, so we're just gonna go to the cabin. Silently continue to cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
All right, let's proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, we're gonna start a save point here too, because this is where most of the things branch from. Not all of it, but most of it. Let's take the blade.
You take the...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
All right, so we'll continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I wonder if we could just leave her right now. Steal your nerves. Yeah, no, I gotta go forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Get closer.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End.
All right, we drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
All right, so we're gonna go with... Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
I have.
You know why you're...
Oh. I can't. Interesting. Shit. I thought for sure we could leave her again. It just took that train completely out. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm kind of thrown off here. Fuck. And if there is a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Fuck, let's return, try the door.
You try the door. It is you're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Have we tried stabbing her here? Let's, fuck. We save her, we cut the hand off. Then we go up top, but she's not nice. Let's save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Nope.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
I can't attack her. Approach the locked door, I guess.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okay. I don't want to fuck things up. This is a different form of the princess, because there's the one where she chews herself out. Fuck. I want to save here. I know. I save a lot. Because this is a different, it's like the same one, but different. But this one doesn't like me, kind of. We're gonna try warn her, see if it reacts different, and if anything, we'll just come back.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Yeah, this feels different.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then
Oh,
she slits
shit.
your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
I mean, that was a lot better than the one
This
girl.
is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh,
I hope
weird.
it was worth it.
The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods,
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Yes, don't
Skeptic.
believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Wink. That's funny.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Man, oh man. Fuck. This is like a whole new subset here. She saw that we wanted to help her. So maybe there's a new love story we can go down? Maybe? Enter the basement. Don't bring that. Enter the basement.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Oh.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Okay. I guess we have to take the blade, right? Hey, don't I get a say in here? What's the big idea?
Yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful.
Okay.
You do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement.
Okay, well, I feel better about there's only one way.
We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
This, stairwell looks familiar, but I don't think we've been down this path.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Right?
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Is it for me?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. Fuck, there's so many options. This route's so interesting. damn. What do I want to do? I kind of want to sit with her, but I kind of want to see her bust out of these fucking chains like a beast. All of these are new though, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just, let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit closer. Fuck. Fine, we'll sit where we're told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
To love you. What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall? Who's it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye! What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous.
In your face.
She seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Fair enough.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
True.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
What happened after I died? That's a chain on the wall. Who's it for? I'm not giving you a weapon. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? I'm not giving you a weapon. In case you've forgotten, you killed me with it last time. How about the other chain on the wall? Who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
Look happy.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Hell yeah.
But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Mm-hmm.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
It's bad.
Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Oh, not ideal.
Excuse me?
What the fuck?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Become your own jailer.
Yes.
Good. I like this. This is a cool, different kind of view. We're going to watch it.
So it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Hang out.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch. No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Well, that's a good point. Maybe we can, like, let her out and then put it around her again. So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
It's kind of romantic. Did you know that this was going to happen to me?
No.
Do you have more words to say? What should we do now?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
Jesus?
This is so boring.
Ah, yes.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe.
True.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to
I feel
do
like we're
much of
close to
anything.
Princess.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
That's how it works. The walls erode slowly.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
This is big talk.
Still rude.
I'm stuck with you forever. Continue to wait in silence. Hey.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
For sure.
She hasn't starved.
Also true.
I guess she hasn't.
Chain of food. Oh, God.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
I thought we were going to drown in the dirt.
And? I think he's gone.
Oh.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Did we make it out?
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Interesting. But you don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Mm-hmm. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze. Silent as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Still me. You've grown. The long quiet once again. It's got like big old ears. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Hell yeah.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Well, tell me about your body first. What if I go back as if an invisible wall closes around me? You have been kinder to me. You've been kinder. What are your thoughts on this vessel?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I'm back. You've met kinder. You've been kinder. I don't want to hurt you. How many more vessels do I have to bring? I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the prisoner to her. All right, so that felt like there was a lot more options for bodies. I just don't know if we could even go down that route again. I mean, I feel like we could probably cut her arm off, but then it's gonna make us stab her. Like, it's a little frustrating because of that force. So like, next run we'll have to remember that and then do the other one. I really hope it lets us warn her again, because I would like to go down that path again. And then I don't know if I feel like we can like let her out and then chain her up again or something stupid. But yeah, man, that's a whole new route together. But hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.